Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is your daily Gogetemism number 131 for February 13th, 2015, Friday the 13th. But it ain't no bad luck. It ain't no bad luck. This is a good thing. Our daily Gogetemism Black History Month spotlight wants, well, I want to highlight two black women. And they are very, very important to our black history. One you probably wouldn't expect. But the first one is the Black Moses, Harriet Tubman. And the other one is Michelle Obama. I'll tell you why in a second. I chose Harriet Tubman because she's a freedom fighter. I don't think you can do a better job of trying to free your people than the risks that Harriet Tubman took as a slave, a slave who won her freedom and who worked tirelessly to try to free other slaves. One of the quotes that she had was she would have been able to free a lot more slaves had they not realized that they were slaves. For someone who didn't have an education, that was such a profound statement to make. And it shows you the intelligence of people who were maligned to the point where they were considered to be animals. But for somebody to have the sharpness, the wit, and the intelligence to understand the psychological nature that slavery had on her people, to make a statement like that, she would have been able to free a lot more slaves had they knew that they were slaves. In other words, Harriet Tubman understood that the people that she was trying to help were comfortable with the abuse that they were taking. In other words, they were part of the Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome is when you identify with your oppressors or with your abusers. And she understood that she was up against that. So she had to make sure that she canvassed and made sure that the slaves that she was trying to free were not snitches. She had to make sure that they were of pure heart and that they valued their freedom enough to not alert massa to the fact that they were going to be free. And that's why I love Harriet Tubman, and I just can't end the love affair that I have with her and her struggle. I mean, what beats that? An intelligent black woman that's down for the cause. Ain't nothing messing with that. Also, Michelle Obama. The reason I like Michelle Obama is because unlike Harriet Tubman, in modern times, Michelle Obama has to keep her mouth shut more than anything else. So the resolve that she has to have as the First Lady, the wife of the President of the United States, and she was already heavily involved in politics in Illinois and Chicago when before her husband was elected to the United States president. And she was very instrumental in helping him to do that and to be able to maintain the positive image of not just the President of the United States, but as a black man of the United States. But what I like about Michelle Obama the most is that Michelle Obama is very, very adept and hell-bent on improving the nutrition of her people. People think that she's just concerned with the nutrition of Americans. But if you really think about how smart this woman is, she wants black people to understand that the things that they are eating are killing them. And the best way that she can do it is by introducing better nutritional varieties to eat to the whole of America. But because she knows that she's a hero in the hearts of many, many black Americans, particularly women, she knows that they'll listen to her and they'll do a lot of the things that she suggests. And that is a very, very smart woman. A black woman, for sure, all black women are smart. But that one right there is exceptional. And she understands the game, she understands what she's up against, and she's working with what she got and working it well. So hats off to you. Rest in peace, Harriet Tubman Moses. And also, hats off to you, Michelle Obama. Good work. Your daily Gogetemism for today is simply about your daily Gogetemism of today was about winning an argument. Can you win an argument? Is there such thing as winning an argument? It's particularly anybody who has gotten into an argument with the one that they love, with their spouse or their girlfriend or their boyfriend or whatever. Many people come off thinking that they can win an argument. They think that as long as they bring points up that are stronger than the other person that they're talking to, that they can win an argument. But can you really do it? Is there such thing as winning an argument? Think about the spoils that a winner uses. If you have won something, that means you get to carry a sense of victory. That means that you get that everyone acknowledges you as the winner. How can you consider yourself to be a winner of something when somebody else feels bad about you winning? Or they feel bad about the challenge that was presented in the first place? The best thing to do, honestly, is to avoid an argument at all costs. However, it's hard for a lot of people to do that because they feel like they are not allowing themselves to express themselves, and they feel like they're backing down and showing signs of a weak person. But there is a way to avoid an argument and still be able to get your point across. And if you're smart, you'll learn how to do that time and time again. It involves a little bit of diplomacy, and it also involves a lot of I don't want to say leniency. I'm looking for the word. It involves a lot of mercy. You show mercy on a person that may not understand things the way that you do. So the same way that you would try to help, that you would hope that somebody would try to help you to understand the things that they are trying to communicate to you, you have to do the same thing with anybody that you're talking to. Because, talking loud and making somebody feel bad about the things that they're expressing to you does not constitute a win. It just constitutes bad feelings. And those arguments will continue, and bad feelings will continue, and anything can happen after that. So it's not worth it. So there's a difference between an argument and a debate. A debate is normally mediated by somebody or judged by somebody else, and one person gets to talk first, and the other person has to listen, and then that person gets to talk, and then the first person that was talking has to listen. That's what a debate is. It's usually based on issues that are brought to the forefront. In an argument, both people are normally screaming and yelling over each other, trying to get their points across, and neither one of them are really hearing what each other is trying to convey to the other. So it's not a good thing. So for those of you out there who try to win arguments, don't go there. You don't want to go there. It's not worth it. That's your daily Gogetemism of the day. Well, before I end it all, yeah, it's not worth it. If anything, get your point across, and then try to find a way to find a happy medium. The best way to engage in an argument is to listen more, talk as little as possible, and as you stop talking, the other person thinks more about what they're saying. And even though they may not admit it at that time, later on, many times they'll come back and they'll say, I remember what you were saying about blah, 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 blah. And, I agree with a lot of the things that you were saying. And that is a good thing, because you want to remain friends. You want to remain lovers. A lot of arguments breaks those things down. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and winning the argument. Don't try to win an argument. Just try to come out feeling good about yourself and having somebody else feel good about you. Yeah, it sounds overly diplomatic, but it's necessary, and you'll go a lot farther that way than feeling like, yeah, I told them. You know what I'm talking about? UrbanTherapyWithSun.com. Go to that. YouTube.com/Sun752. Go to that. Daily Gogetemism show every day at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to that. 347-677-1533. That's the call-in number, 347-677-1533. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow and each and every day on the Daily Gogetemism show. And that thing is off the chain. Get with y'all tomorrow. Peace. Friday 13th? Valentine's Day? Holla.